We'll now move to Mr. Mike Roberts. If Mr. Mike Roberts is on the line, say Managing Director, Take Flight Aviation, who has posed a question and has had the response, but now had an opportunity to ask a supplementary.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Roberts, we can hear you fine. Thank you. Please give your supplementary.
Well, you failed to answer my question I've put to you. You've answered no to the question. I'm asking you to justify why you are failing to answer a legitimate question that's been put to the council.
I think Councillor Pemberton is
Mr. Roberts, I have nothing to add to either of the answers given to your questions.
There hasn't been an answer. That's the point. You've answered no. I've asked you to explain very clearly something to justify your position, and you refuse to answer it.
No, the question is, will the councillor explain how do I justify the position? And the answer is no.
On what grounds can you justify not answering a public question?
I've given you my answer. I'm not prepared to engage in further discussion about it with you, Mr. Roberts.
Well, surely this is misuse of public office. You can't just refuse to answer a legitimate question that's been put to you by the public. You're running down an airfield there that you were supposed to save. And these are legitimate concerns. You've given me a response.
If you have a supplementary question, Mr. Roberts, please ask it.
Other
than that, I'll ask the chairman to move on.
The supplementary question is, there's been an unambiguous breach of 2.2 of the MOU you signed with the owners of Wellesbourne Airfield. You've told me before that if there was a breach of the MOU, you would take actions against the landowners to put that right. No such action has been taken, so please explain.
My position and the position of this council is that we continue to be in dialogue with the landowners as appropriate and as required by the MOU.
But
I've answered the supplementary question, Mr. Roberts. I'm not going to answer any further questions.
You haven't answered the question whatsoever.
Roberts. The supplementary has been asked. Councillor Pemberton has provided you with the answer, and that is a final matter in this. Thank you very much, Mr. Roberts.